This is Chris with Hales. Like, subscribe to Team W Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris with Hales, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both my TikToks. It'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE Friday Night SmackDown September 15th, 2023 reviews. So here we go, discussing about tonight's episode of Friday Night SmackDown. Now we kick off the show with Pat McAfee returning. He comes out there and he says that he was only an hour away from Denver and all that stuff, and that he knew that SmackDown was coming, so why not just pay the show a visit and all that stuff. And he was very hyped about it, and he tells everybody welcome to Friday Night SmackDown and all that stuff. But then all of a sudden he gets interrupted by Austin Theory. Austin Theory comes out there. Austin Theory got some few things to say to McAfee, talking about how, that he's better at him and all that stuff, and why is he out there and all that, And Pat McAfee was like, why you dressing up as me, like me and all that stuff, the black tank top and all that stuff. And Theory was like, I wear this black tank top way better than you do. He said, I look like a Greek god in it, and you look like somebody that'll flip fries. So yeah, that's what Austin Theory was saying to Pat McAfee and stuff. And then Pat McAfee starts talking a little bit, joking to Austin Theory, but then he says he got a friend that's there. And then all of a sudden, that friend was The Rock. The Rock makes his return tonight. He comes out there, and he was about to say finally, and then all of a sudden, Austin Theory cuts him off, and Austin Theory starts talking to Rock and all that stuff, and then Rock was like, you ain't going to interrupt The Rock. And then he says, finally, The Rock has come back to SmackDown. So yeah, that's what Rock said. And then, Theory starts talking crap to Rock, talking about how he's in the ring with one of the greatest superstars of all time. And he's in the ring with a guy named Austin, not Stone Cold Steve Austin, but Austin Theory, the better Austin. So yeah, that's what Austin Theory was saying. And then he was talking about how he could be on everybody's Mount Rushmore and all that stuff, just his face alone. So yeah, that's what Austin Theory was talking about. And The Rock was talking about, like, starts talking to Austin Theory. He goes like, yeah, you want to compare yourself to Stone Cold? He says, here's what Stone Cold said to you. He would have said, if you want to see Stone Cold whip this jabroni's ass, give me a hell yeah. So yeah, that's what he says. And by the way, when Rock did come out there at first, he did call Austin a bitch ass. So yeah, that's what The Rock said. But yeah, Rock was in the ring and all that stuff, and then he starts counting down. He says that he's going to get the crowd, one side of the crowd saying you are, and then the other side say a-hole. So yeah, and then that's what he starts counting down. The crowd started going back and forth with that, and then Theory was getting mad about it, and then Rock says this side now will say you are, and this side will say you're an a-hole. And then he starts doing that back and forth. Austin Theory gets mad, and he starts talking crap to Rock, talking about he's not an a-hole and all that stuff. And then Rock was like, here, I'll give you 3 seconds when The Rock puts the hands on you. And then he starts counting down 3, and then Austin Theory starts attacking Rock, started punching him upside the head, and then he grabs Rock, tries to throw him to the ropes, but Rock reverses and throws Theory to the ropes, and then Rock hits the spine buster on the Theory. He looks at everybody, and then he hits the people's elbow onto Austin Theory, laying him out. And then he looks at Pat McAfee and gives him a heads up, like, hey, you go ahead and do it. And then Pat McAfee goes ahead and hits the people's elbow, laying out Austin Theory. So yeah, cool moment right there. The Rock and Pat McAfee just returning tonight just to lay out Austin Theory, which was great, But yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good moment, though. But yeah, there's still a lot of stuff happening tonight. Like, John Cena will be a special guest on the Grayson Waller effect later on tonight. Not only that, we'll see Bayley versus Asuka one-on-one, and LA Knight versus The Miz one-on-one. But next, we're going to be seeing AJ Styles versus Finn Balor one-on-one up next on SmackDown. So yeah, you already know that match is going to be a good one, and that match is up next. So yeah, I'll see you guys later until the next thing that happens on Friday Night SmackDown. See you guys later until then.